that because law enforcement officers have such dangerous jobs, that it's not right to second guess the decisions that they make while on duty. You strongly agree with that. And I'd like you to please just, for all of us here, explain that.
Hi,
Sure.
welcome to
I have a lot of
Hawaii.
respect
It is
for,
Hawaii Standard Time
police
at
officers, sheriffs,
9:42.
department, and-
We are
and
interviewing and
training
reviewing George Floyd's murder.
get a lot of education.
This is the trial case for George Floyd's murder.
Careers and
They're now asking all these personal questions that has nothing to do with the case, asking about this military person, to see if this military person was taking this seriously, blah, blah, blah. That does not do the concept to the questions that need to be done.
What the reaction would be.
Was your knee on George Floyd? Was you the physical person restraining the person to receive oxygen? Did you contain George Floyd without a probable cause? Did you attack George Floyd without a prior or before probable cause for containment of arrest?
You have a strong respect for law enforcement. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Do you
Would it be fair to
understand?
say that you've held these beliefs for your entire adult life?
So these defendants
And you
was
agree with
asking
premise
the
that law enforcement
witnesses
officers have
questions
very
that
dangerous jobs.
will you be on the defendant's side
And
or
there's
are you
concern
on the
that,
plaintiff's side?
Which you strongly agree with. It's just not.
And
right to
that
second
is
guess the
very
decisions that law
unconstitutional
enforcement officers make while-
because confirming that they're being biased,
Yeah, I mean, I
that is
think,
bias.
As I explained earlier, I feel that.
Are they
it makes
trying
decisions
to discriminate the witness, or are they
trust their
trusting the evidence and the facts that the witness had to explain to the lawyers that he will do it as the best of what the facts show him?
Look at the actions of the officers and second guess. what they do.
These lawyers are so used to
I
that
take it
kissing
from
these
the
judges'
people who
asses
believe
that
you would not choose to
this
participate in it.
lawyer
The sole purpose is
pleaded with the judge
decisions that
to be compassionate and considerate to the
I,
defendant.
I'd be looking at it from a.
But the judge, I am proud of the judge for saying, I will consider and decide on the facts. On the facts, not on friendly words.
I guess
And so forth and so forth. Why do you keep telling me happy Halloween? It is, you should be telling me happy Easter, Mary. Easter's the next holiday. What's wrong with you? Or why are you not telling me happy International Women's Day? Or why are you not telling me happy
You strongly disagree that one should be
Spring Day or something? Something that's coming up. Like, Jesus Christ, why are you talking about the end of the year? Are you trying to rush this year? Like, seriously, I am 40 years old. I don't know what you're talking about. Because I am way past whatever you think you like see, okay? I am 40 years old. We already had those years up, all done. I don't know what you're talking about.
And if a mistake is made by a police officer, do you believe that those mistakes should be handled in a criminal proceeding, or would it be appropriate to be in some kind of an employment or administrative proceeding?
It is a criminal proceeding. A murder is a murder. It's not a mistake. Murdering somebody is not a mistake. Murdering somebody is intentional. So it's either it was self-defense or intentional. When it comes to murder, there's only two ways to look at
As
it.
you sit here and
Was it intentional?
know what's in your heart, right? Only you know what's in your mind. We have to take your word for it. Are you
Or-
able to assure the court, the defense,
What did I say?
and the state
Now think
But
about that
despite
word
the fact that you
and get back
strongly
to me on it.
disagree that officers
Okay?
should be second guessed for decisions they make in the course of their duties, that you nonetheless
Because these police
be able to
officers
fair-
are not second guessing themselves.
Yes.
These police officers are not setting up accurate policies and plans to approach someone.
Well, in terms of that, and I think that
The
is
reason why they're not
in terms of
approaching
protecting
correctly,
be able to participate.
they are not following
You
the
understand,
policies.
I hope that
If you're getting a regular phone call that you have a suspicion that somebody riding their bike down the road or walking down the road, that only considers one police officer with another police officer in the car with them. So only one police car is needed to come down the road and do a drive around to make sure the person is just paddling their bike through the town, through the city, or through your residential area. You don't need 20,000 cops to 20 cops to 30 cops just to make sure that this person is riding down the road. The reason why I'm saying this is because police officers, you're getting scared, yeah? And the reason why you police officers getting scared is because deep down inside of you, you know you harass the civilians. You know you harass the public. You know you insult the public. You know you prejudice against the public. So you're afraid that the public will retaliate against you because you are accountable. You are responsible for your own acts of action. Mostly that you are employed. You're employed by a job that tells you cannot abuse your power. You're here to protect and serve. And for that police officer, for asking that guy on TikTok how much of his taxes pay for that police officer's paycheck, tell him 15% of all your taxes through the whole year pays for his paycheck. If he know specifically how much we pay 15%. Each individual pay 15%. Why do you think their payments is so high? 9 million people. Let's say there's 9 million people in your community. 9 million people pay 15% for that police officer's paycheck. So who pay your paycheck? I'm not asking you who signed your paycheck for us. I'm not asking who your boss that pay or say they sign.
Pretty good. How about yours?
For us bankers. We your bank. That's just one guy that signed for the bank. That's representative. There is representative. Your bosses is representatives of the bank that truly pay you. So I, my neighbor, my other neighbor, my friend down the road, my sister, cousin, brother, auntie, uncle, mother, father, all pay if they pay taxes. And if they pay their taxes, they're your boss.
The first thing I want to talk about is
all you police officers. Because now I demand that all the people of the public make an article and lawsuit and claim that you want to pay less taxes to the specific funding. We can tell them we want to withdraw our taxes from that specific branch. Meaning that we'll pay the same amount of our taxes, but we want our taxes percentages to go somewhere else. And we want the whole community to only pay 5% of our taxes
Okay.
to the police force. How much money you think they will get if we only pay 5% or 3%, 2%, 1% of our taxes to these fraudulent police officers? Like I said before, there should not ever be such a thing of a good police officers and bad police officers. You want bad police officer, you out. There should be no hesitation to fire and let go of corrupted, abusive police officers. Do you understand?
No, nothing new, just kind of repetitive stuff that you've seen multiple times or whatever.
Okay,
Yeah, nothing new that I can think of off the top of my head.
all right, excellent. Now, you have to decide the case only on what you hear and see in the courtroom, so we acknowledge that everybody, just about everybody has heard about this case. Maybe even some opinions, maybe even some strong opinions about the case. But what you have to do as a juror is
You see,
decide the case
this
only
judge realized that everybody there on the defendant side is trying to persuade him to go to the defendant side, to go to the police officer side. They're trying to make this judge biased, like what they did. Now you know why I was talking about Judge Nakata. Judge Chang Nagata here in Hawaii was my example to all of you what these pathetic lawyers do to kiss ass to judges to make them biased.
Just with my
I am proud today to see how strong this judge is and stand on his own 2 feet and tell them, I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. This is my courthouse. What I rule is what I rule. I do them by the law. I do them by the facts. I do them by the rights of our democracy. I want to see how long this judge holds it down, because Judge Nakata, when fall on November 17, 2020, bias, prejudice, racist, discrimination against me by the court of law. Judge Nakata. Now you know why I was examining the judges. Now you know why I was interviewing the judges. Now you know why I would act like when Karen in court to see if they would treat me like how they treat all those Karens. But guess what? Judge Chang Nagata is unprejudiced, biased, racist, discrimination judge against her own job description, that she cannot be racist and biased. She needs to make sure she's justice and serves the Constitution and make sure the constitutional proceeding is on factual and honesty. Because too many times I went to Judge Nakata and she was biased, prejudiced, and judge against me when the evidence proved I am innocent. I was prosecuted as an innocent person, suffering still to this day.
What are a few things you'd want me to walk away knowing about you?
Still under domestic abuse by the court of law
I'm sorry, I'm just
of the United States of America. Because no human being in the job description serve the job description by the job description of the words of our constitutional democracy of the United States of America. Excuse me, I'm getting mad, so I'm trying to stutter.
Go with the flow, open-minded type of person. Yeah, I feel like I'm just the type of person that I can have a conversation with anybody about anything.
So now they're trying to see if these people that they're witnessing has credit to speak.
And have a conversation.
They're trying to do what they do in my court. No, listen to me because she's mentally crazy. No, listen to me because she's mentally challenged. She's mentally disturbed.
Excited?
Yeah, that's actually what.
But that is my
So I was really surprised
disability
her got back.
because I was under domestic violence
I didn't know what it was.
for
I didn't know what it
years
was. I was just excited to be summoned.
that I can claim 2011 by my physical
I just find the
evidence
whole jury court process fascinating.
that I've been under this domestic violence.
And also,
I've been choked. I've been almost killed. I've been hit in the head. I get stitches to prove that I was multiply hit in the head.
I think of it as an annoyance or hindrance on their everyday, but this is like
That I gotta look at it every day.
side, or you and a
When I look in the mirror.
can determine the outcome of someone's
Every day I look in the mirror.
guilty, that
I get reminded that I was domestically abused
So
and consistently hit in the head.
people who are going to take the time and be responsible about it and really
How do you like waking up every day looking in the mirror,
and make it
reminding yourself that you was abused all your life since you was born
Do you think that a jury's decision
to the day you could finally get yourself free?
Absolutely.
Because even the public
Because also
the community
most people's lives can be affected.
was
Say
orchestrating a
gets
coup
someone
against
sent to
me
jail, prison,
to
whatever,
kill me.
They're the breadwinner.
the whole
So
big island of
that
Hawaii.
partner, whoever else has to find income, they have to take time to go visit that person. It just affects everybody's life.
Now
in
tell me,
many different
how would you live
What about
if you know the police officers, community, National Guards, Army,
It also affects that person because
the justice system,
is not guilty,
family,
they're
loved
accused of
ones,
something, most people just
friends,
say, "Yep, they did it." So that person
acquaintances,
is gonna have a hard time
everybody around you, neighbors and all, is all part of the orchestration
Found not guilty,
that they've been trying to kill you for 27 years. Now 28 years. For 28 years, they've been trying to kill me here in Hawaii.
so in this case you're
Every human on this island tried.
I would assume so.
um,
How would you live your life
what do you think?
knowing that everybody around you waiting for the time and place and the opportunity
In the case
to
where,
kill you?
again, they assume that person's guilty and they're found not. They can be hurt. They can feel like.
And then when you go to the justice system, fight for your innocence,
You know, George Floyd wasn't.
they like put you in jail.
For them to
on
make
death
the
row.
right decision.
Death row.
And so do you think that
Because me
all
brown,
of the evidence in this
me
case,
Hawaii,
both sides of the
me
story,
not scared
this
for
is
talk the
just
truth,
evidence?
and
Or
me
is it
not
more
stand
focused
down
on
when you lie to me.
facts of
I fight you
the
back
decision?
and tell you where your evidence, where your facts, where the truth. Because I can show you. You know what happened when I was showing the facts and the
Can you
truth?
think of a
They said, fuck
situation
Siri,
and
fuck
you-
Google,
I'm sorry.
fuck the
So you were super
dictionaries.
excited to get your jury questionnaire.
They said them all.
When you realized the case that it involved.
I came with physical evidence, and my abusers said, fuck your physical evidence.
It was a huge deal.
So I prove I was innocent.
It's a very important case.
So I was
not just
discriminated.
in Hennepin County or whatever, but just nationwide.
I was
A lot
attacked
of different people
with
feel very
biased
strongly about it,
postures.
on both sides, or, either way,
I was
whatever.
attacked
It's just something
by
that,
racist
and everyone's heard about, everyone's talked about,
postures.
and everyone is going to hear about for
I was attacked
long after the
by
trial.
prejudice.
No matter what the decision, people are going to
Postures
So it's just something very important.
against my innocence by
Do
the
you have
court
any
of law
concerns for your
of the
personal
United States
safety?
of America.
Yes and no, I guess. I maybe haven't thought about my own personal safety in this matter as much as maybe I should, but I don't know. I guess I haven't really thought.
This
about it. I
girl
understand
is safe.
where it could be
She is fine.
concerned about it.
Any witnesses that stand up and speak the truth, and you are afraid that somebody will kill you because you're speaking the truth that this police officer killed
everyone else.
and murdered George Floyd, a
I was
human
surprised,
being
actually, yesterday was when
that did not need their assistance.
I was kind of shocked.
George Floyd did not need police assistance
The actual trial doesn't start until the 29th. So
because George Floyd did not need and did not want police assistance. Didn't, and the police did not have probable cause
Yeah.
to be interacting with George Floyd. It is a murder. It has been a murder, and it still is a murder.
We already went through that a lot last year. Didn't really make me
A murder in front of everyone on physical evidence, and you're going to let them go?
Okay.
So anybody that murder after this should use George Floyd's physical court evidence. They cannot prosecute you for murdering somebody. Justice is justice. Fair is fair.
I'm always kind of like the level-headed one that's like, all right, so this is.
That's the reason why, no matter who you are, murderers are accountable. Because there's no way you can tell me it's not intentional if it's not self-defense.
People.
And
If it's not
how do you
self-defense,
how do you mediate?
there's only one answer.
Just try to
Murder.
Where's the more worked up?
You wasn't self-defending yourself.
To me, it seems like
You was
that's
murdering a man,
all right.
hiding behind police brutality,
And they'll talk a bit. All right, so do you understand why they feel
police
like that? And if they
abuse.
don't, they'll be like, okay, could you elaborate, And then kind of go back and forth. But I usually start with like the person that's like the most upset, get them to
George Floyd
words out
has
and
been
then
murdered,
understood, 'cause I feel like
and the murderer will be accounted
It's mainly the problem.
and will be holding accountability,
So in
and he
terms
will
of
be
that,
responsible.
how do you resolve the dispute between if there's
Just
a
like
dispute, somebody
China,
says, this is what happened, somebody else said this is
and
what
they
happened,
genocide.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe just like from a logical standpoint.
So
Everything's
China,
situational. Things aren't black and white.
how come your
So,
policies look
just
so much
depending on
like
the
Donald
situation
Trump's?
And what would
Now I know why you Asians would kiss Donald Trump's ass.
either both parties are happy or at least
China, your policy look like Donald Trump's policy. Private prison. Remember I said I wanted my slaves? Michelle Gonzalez, Christopher Gonzalez, CJ Gonzalez, Johnny Opa, Johnny Opa III, Jake Iopa, Thierry Roberman, Thomas Harold Mulford, Carol Silva, Kanani Abadilla. I wanted my slaves, remember? Policy. Yeah, Donald Trump? And I want to in November. Why do you think I was mad at Joe Biden? I have a huge video of me snapping like, how's this motherfucker? I went vote for Joe Biden, and he signed the policy I told him not to sign. I told him no sign down. I like my fucking slaves. Because I like my recommencing of my commencing. Because I like my compensation. And that policy compensated that I can be a private jail. That means I can be a private warden. And I tell me slaves what for do. And just like on the policy, I could do whatever I like. I could even genocide them. That's what the policy said. So now that when I look at China and see their genocide, and I saw the prison, private, now I know why China went to Trump Tower Now I know what contracts they were signing and what policies they was designing. Genocide. Didn't I bet you that they was gonna genocide all of you? Most of you Asians never listen to me. I told you Asians was gonna be the guinea pigs. Now you guys get my clues now? Go in the mousetrap, guinea pigs. Go chase the cheese now in your little cage. Now you get it now? Who crazy now? Who can predict and who no can? Oh, me sorry. Also, too, Donald Trump act like he get magical powers. Please, somebody show me what kind of magical powers that orange pumpkin have, because I was looking for somebody for playing magic powers. Because I need somebody for play with, because it will be very not nice if I use my powers against somebody that's not in the same level. But if Mr. Donald Trump say he get powers, I am looking for my opponent. My father said there was somebody out there with stronger powers than me that I will fight one day. So bring your orange happy booty over here, because I like to see how strong your magical voodoo is, because your orange pumpkin not looking so very well, because your fairy godmother needs to change your pumpkin. Isn't that right, Cinderella? Right with the pumpkin. You better stay away from the fucking chandeliers. Joe Biden. Are you insiders? It's still coming around. And I hope you guys are watching some of my old videos back in 2017, 18, 19, and 20. Mostly this 18 and 19. Hope you guys rewatch and listen to what I say. And watch the news. Watch the reports. Watch what you see. And compare what you see in reality. And compare it to what I said. What will come if these patterns of effects still fall in the same pattern? Any of you watch Kung Fu Panda? You know the goat? You know, she says it to the peacock. Maybe you guys should watch that and go watch that crazy old lady. I am that crazy old lady. And stop calling us crazy. We're not that crazy. Anyways. Next subject.